Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Summoner's War. I'm your host, LPO Tree. Today we're going to play with my hidden name sniper some more. They just got a buff in the recent balance patch, and now we get to test them to see if they're any good at all. I mean, they're fun to play with, but irrelevant. So here's the Dark One, dragging off. If he's very bad, I'm going to drag him back off to my storage. He awakens in the crit rate. His runes are okay. Broken Set, Will, Revenge, Blade. Here's the stats. First skill got an attack buff. That's the first skill. Ignores all damage reduction effects. That didn't change. He got a turn reduction for the second skill. Hidden name. And then the buff is increased attack bar by 50% when you defeat an enemy while in the hidden name stance. So if he's standing like this and you kill something, you'll get the attack bar buff, boost, whatever. For the fire one, he awakens into speed. My runes and same runes, only worse. Same first two skills, not buffed at all, or not skilled up at all. His passive changed to defense break 1 turn for the enemy with the worst HP status, which means he just picks on the little guy until the little guy dies. Carbine, or if you're from another country, Carbine. I don't know. He also awakens into speed. He has worse stats because he's only 4-star. First two skills are the same. Second skill, attack bar changed from 50 to now it's 100% and increases the attack bar for 1 turn when the enemy's attack lands as a glancing hit. Now this sounds pretty good if you saw the podcast. This sounds really good if the enemy's attack lands a glancing hit on his allies. Then he could be like an Antares. However, we knew already that he sucked. This was already 50% with the same passive, and so he was completely irrelevant, and all those people on the podcast never knew what he did. So the enemy's attack has to land as a glancing hit on Carbine himself, and that's why he's bad. Maybe because his stats are low. So now, if hidden aim had a glancing hit of 100%, this would proc more often, and then he would be good. So make this 100%. So the problem with hidden aim is you're giving up your first turn, you're giving up 1 turn of buffs, and all you have to protect yourself or in return really is this 50% glancing. So make it 100% glancing, or give him a shield, or give him immunity, or you give them attack buff. If you give them attack buff, then you don't need an attack buffer, and then you can use something else to protect them. Otherwise, they're just squishy. So anyway, we're going to go play with him, and I'll show you what I think. So this is a basic test. This is my own defense. While Dam's here so he don't die, we just want to see if his passive works. Can I kill? Half attack bar. So that worked. You're not gonna kill anything. So now what? So here's the problem I have with this. There's no setup, there's no attack buff. But he cuts in. If he waited 1 more turn, then she could probably do attack buff. And so I either go back in this form 1 more time, or try to snipe something on pure damage alone. I don't remember how much HP this has, but these two aren't dying. This is only 20k. So rather than buffing, I think they're going to meditate. So one of the tests for meditation is whether or not they cleanse this guy and then heal him, or do they just cleanse themselves and then heal that, which is kind of stupid. And that's what I heard what happens. So let's try a debuff. Meditate does not cleanse. So Beast Monks could have been better. Who's the threat? They're all going to be attacking this guy soon. Glance? So Glance, increased attack bar, gets a turn. Gets, I don't know if you got attack buff. They got the turn. So I did what, 20,000 damage last time? Can it go for 30? Or maybe I dropped the speed lead, so they don't die so quick. That was not enough damage. Alright, let's do you. Oh, you cut. That's what you get. I did kill something. Alright, we'll try this again. Yeah, what do I do now? That retouch is actually really tanky. But I think that worked, right? So technically they are strong enough to kill something with just the attack buff. And I guess that's your goal because, I mean, the water one just ignores defense anyway. But it's still two turn. So you still give up your first turn. I mean, the water one is like, boom, one's dead. So I don't know how they think that this, how it is now compares. They didn't die. He's actually kind of weak. So I was wondering if I can heal him and then... Yeah, she'll cut anyway. So, this one got armor broken, right? This is the one that's the lowest. I think it's because she'll probably have lower HP than that. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, that's how I'd explain it. Alright. Headshot. 48. And Guild Wars is like 57. Alright, times 1 speed. Are you gonna arm break the monkey? No. Is it because he already has armor break? I don't think so.
This is by far a different approach from what we've seen thus far. Interesting. Well, let's try it like...
Yeah. The hell?
Alright, so my head's hurting. Here's what we learned. This guy, at least he awakens in the speed. The fire one will awakens in speed. Crit rate here. I was going to feed him because I forgot I had runes on him. I was going to feed him to this guy because I need one more skill up here. Alright. So, Carbine, the wind one, his passive only triggers when he gets attacked and the enemy glances. And then he gets attack bar 100% and attack power buff. He does not have to be in the hidden aim stance, but he's still weak as hell. At least he gets attack bar buff, which is more than the other two. My biggest complaint is still there. You're giving up your first turn and having almost no protection. If this was 100% glancing, or if you had a shield, immunity, or something else, or even if you had attack power buff, and then you can get the immunity and the other stuff from another monster, one or the other. Otherwise, you're just wasting, abilities. You're wasting that first turn. You also lose your attack buff because you win hidden aim, and your chances are you go after your buffer, like Bestad or Megan or Fran or someone's gonna go first, and then you just lose one of those turns. I mean, his stats are bad. Okay. So his stats are super low, under 9k HP. I mean, basically, the fire monsters are going to glance on him anyway until he dies. I mean, your best thing is, this guy's 4-erst, 1-erst, ignores the, damage defense. Or you can bit for 30k all day. Alright. So, I'd ruin this guy on Vampire. And I don't know if you have to make him tanky just to deal with everything. I mean, at least he gets the attack buff, so it might be decent that way. But yeah, Vampire him. The Dark one, I wish he had a better passive completely. Giving him attack bar when he kills something kind of throws off your turn order, so he's never going to get another attack buff again. Or he's going to go out of turn, so then he's going to get a next turn without attack buff. Because basically that's his third turn, so unless you have a 3-turn attack buffer, like the stat, then he's going to get messed up by this thing. Now the better form of this passive is Fire, is John. Attack bar 50% when the enemy is stunned or killed. Deals 100% more damage, and the enemy's HP is twice your HP or higher. And then these other two skills actually stun. And he doesn't get the attack buff. And he has to be in hidden aim pose to get the 50% attack boost. So if he's standing like this and he kills something, you don't get it. So I think he needs a better buff. Especially for being a LD Nat 4 non-hollow heroes. The Fire one, I don't know what the hell's going on with this one. The one with the worst HP status, I mean, we've tried a couple times. I thought it's like the sick child is 6,000 HP and then half health of monkey would still be more, and so then the sick child would get hit. But then sometimes he got it like every time. So I don't know really about this one. I think there's some weird circumstances that cause the defense to go on another unit. That might be a bug. But I don't know. We'll do more testing. Also, we learned that meditation does not cleanse the other ally. It only cleanses the beast monk himself. Greedy mofo. Anyway, this is LPO3. Thank you for watching. And free rune removal is coming up Saturday, I think. And then I'll try to make these runes better. Remember I said that this guy would be a lot better if he can kill something without attack buff or armor break. And then this would be actually a great thing. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm LPO3, signing off.